just make some adjustments here. Down. All right.
Okay.
All right. So what we're doing here is Chaos is the veteran player, and the newbie will be the Storm. What do they call them?
Celestials. I wouldn't say I'm a veteran player, but I've played before.
Yeah, but you've played.
Better than me.
You've played 40K all your life. You played fantasy since you were 6. I'd say that's pretty much a veteran player.
Did you set your next set of units?
Yeah, the Chaos Warriors. Blood Warriors.
Okay, my turn.
Right. So we're taking everything we have and we're putting it out there. And you can see all my finally...
You can't put them on the hill like that.
Well, that was the whole point of me putting them.
No, it's 6 inches from the edge. That's okay.
You can move up there.
You can move up there on your first turn.
I was gonna do like some epic, like over the hill, like coming. Okay, well.
There you go.
These niggas. Something like that. They're not stink.
Now,
Oh
I'm glad I painted those. For days. Now, that's the he's a unit unto himself, the Retributor.
Heroes can't be attached to units at all.
Oh, okay.
They're just an individual.
Okay.
And when you're in a unit, they have to stay. I think it's 3 inches.
Then I'll put them here.
No, like of each other. Yeah. So as long as there's no more than 3 inches between the units. Then
I'm just putting them close.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
So how many units have you placed so far?
2, and he's done 2.
2, and I've done 2,
Okay.
so I'm gonna do my 3rd one.
All right. And that's going to be your unit of
Marauders.
I don't think they're called Marauders.
You got so many of them.
That's all 1 unit too.
I'm gonna die. I've accepted my death already.
Blood Reavers.
Now that we have the Blood Reavers, now that we have the, but you should be able to go in there, and if you're looking at your guys, okay, you should see who's going to do the most damage and take the most. You got to remember those. You also have his stats, so take a look at what the Blood Reavers do, okay, and then decide. Okay, if I go smashing into him, what guy is going to take as many of them out as possible and maybe cause them to run off the table?
I need to look at my general real quick. Here it is.
Okay.
Now, the scenery table here, those pieces of scenery can we're going to roll to see what they become.
Oh, are we going to do that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah.
What did I miss out on?
Do you have your 2 little sheet things?
Yeah, here.
Justin, can I see those sheets?
Yeah.
They're right
Here,
here.
you could take this one.
You did your 3rd unit already?
No, you got them.
Yes.
You got them.
Okay, my turn, right?
What I did was I laminated the sheets so they can study. He can study and she can study the rules prior to, and as you can see, they're laminated all nice because the rule book is so huge now.
No, I would want to do
Okay, so your Blood Reavers are there, and now it is your
That's a good one to have.
turn to
Okay.
Who did you designate
princess.
as your general? That guy right there?
That guy or the Dracoff?
The
That's it?
I designated this guy, so it's the standard bearer pretty much.
Okay, the standard bearers are pretty much the generals.
I don't know if he has a command ability or not. I don't think so. Let's see.
Yeah,
No.
but whoever you pick to be your general, they get the inspiring presence.
Which is, what does that do?
Pick a unit from your army that is within 12 inches of your general. They do not have to take battle shock tests until your next hero phase. So they're not going to run away.
So my turn.
I'm so glad I painted these. Your liberators, or your general, or
I'm off to the side for
okay, all right. Now you can put them in units of 5 or a unit of 10.
I think.
Because you have 2 captains there. Yeah, you can.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
But I think in the thing it says 1. But you could break it up into 2, right?
Yeah.
Could I break them into 2? Well, I only have 1. He's considered
let's go take a look.
Blood Reapers. He is the icon bearer.
Yep.
And do I have a guy with a horn?
No. I didn't make a guy.
There's a horn bearer.
You can
Horn
designate
blower.
a leader.
Yeah, well, it's the icon bearer. This guy right here. It just gives them all extra bravery.
Right. But description. A unit of Blood Reavers can have any number of models.
So I could break it into 2 if I
you
wanted
could break
to.
it into two things.
Okay, so this is before we finish setting our units.
I'll just make it 1 unit.
My battalion says that I can keep 1 person out of the battlefield until I decide to bring him in during a movement phase.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to just take him out for now or something.
Yeah, just put them off to the side. That's fine. We'll know. Is that who you're going to put off to the side?
I think so.
In any of your movement phases, you can place the unit on the battlefield. When you do, it must be more than 9 inches away from enemy models. That is their move for the movement phase. So he can teleport in.
Yep. So it's like in the story, a lightning strike comes down and he appears.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's gonna have a good time.
Okay, so he's off to the side.
So,
So you set up those guys as your 3rd one?
Yeah, these are my 3rd one.
Okay. There you go. That's my 4th one.
Okay. Set up those guys. Unit of 3. Now they're strong, so you kind of almost want them to go down the middle, I guess. Okay. Alright, and that's everybody for you. Justin, you finish with moving your 2 units. I mean, you put in the rest of your units. Because she's got everything to clear. Oh, you can't move, alright.
Do you mind if I get the soft book since you have more space back there?
That's fine.
And I feel like because I've had this angle, it's going to run over my celestials. It's going to cause a...
Alright, so
okay.
he's over there.
So I guess
I can't forget I have him now.
He's off of the battlefield right now.
Yep.
So I guess we'll just say infinite rounds until there's a winner. Just because it's the first time, you know.
Okay,
It's a simple scenario. We're just gonna fight. Just keep going to new round until someone wins.
Everyone prepare for me to die.
Alright, why don't we roll and see what each
What each terrain is?
yeah.
Okay. You want to do just for the 2, or do you want to do for all 4?
Just for the 2.
Okay.
So what are we rolling to see?
See on your little sheet on the front page where it says the scenery table on the right hand side?
Mm-hmm.
They're like magical buildings,
So we are doing these?
Yeah. Just for this one and this one.
You roll for the first one that you put out.
So if I roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2.
So it's arcane.
Add 1 to the results of any casting or unbinding rolls. We don't have any wizards.
So that's just a regular building.
All right, so just give it to me anyways. So that goes here.
Okay.
Let's just do it here. Just.
And then for this building right here,
So
4 is deadly.
Deadly.
Roll a dice for any model that makes a move across or finishing on this terrain. On a roll of 1, the model is slain.
I ain't getting close to that one.
All right.
We're moving elsewhere.
All right.
Within what? Within. Oh, it's just when you try to go through it.
All right. Why don't you give her some dice?
Okay. I got the box loaded up. You can have the box.
All right.
So now, here's the thing. You can move. You have to pretend like these guys are like real people. So like, he could like climb through that window. You don't have to move just through the gate. He could like climb through the window, but you'd have to. That's probably like an inch.
Yeah.
I'd say the extra that it would cost. Like the distance from here to here. You just add it to their move. So you're not really restricted as much as you think. Like, obviously I'm not going to take the Korgarath and be like, he moves through this thing. You know what I mean? You have to just look at the size of them and what they can do.
Okay, so with that said, the battle begins, and it begins by rolling to see who has initiative first.
So this is round 1, but we have to see who has the first turn in round 6.
Wow.
I'm assuming he goes first, right?
Well, unless you roll a 6. 2. Okay.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Okay. But that's
So-
good because sometimes that's good.
Alright, so the first phase is the hero phase. I'm
Yeah.
just going to make sure I do everything right. So I can use hero abilities or command abilities. I don't think I'm going to do any, but let me just make sure. So the guys that have abilities, he has a ability that he can incite other people to fight, but that's not going to really do anything right now.
Right.
He has abilities that relate to when he kills things. He has a nasty ability, but I'm not going to use it.
Just yet.
Just yet, yeah. Alright, so I really have no... Oh, snap! See, this is why, like, I don't even know all this stuff. The Fleshhound has a collar of corn, which allows its owner to unbind spells in the same manner as a wizard.
So that
This guy right here. What does unbind mean? You can cast spells? Unbind spells?
the spell, more or less.
Oh, to unbind them. Okay. Okay, so that's like to get rid of spells. So, I have no guys that can really do any abilities or spells or anything right now. So now I'm movement phase. So I'm gonna move all my guys. Now I can run, and I'm probably going to run.
Okay.
So
But I think runners can't.
they can't charge or shoot
Okay.
if they run. So my Blood Reavers have a movement of 6, but they're gonna run, so I'm gonna add 6, so they can move up to 12 inches.
Okay.
So you add double when you run?
You add whatever you roll to their move, and because they're running, but now they can't shoot or attack this turn. So they can move up to 12, but I'm just gonna move them 9.
Can you feel that air?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Okay.
all your Blood Reavers.
Okay, so they've moved. My Blood Warriors can move 5 inches, but
Okay.
they're going to run as well. And I rolled a 6 again, so they can move up to 11 inches if I wanted. But I will move them 9 inches.
You have 2 units of Blood Reavers?
This is all 1 unit of Blood Reaver
Oh, so you
Blood
can move
Reavers.
everybody in the movement phase?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yes.
1 unit at a time. Yep.
Okay.
And these are my Blood Warriors, and they're gonna move 9 inches. But I could move them up to 11 because they ran. Then my guy that I designated as my general, he's a Blood Secretor. He can only move 4 inches. Oh, that sucks. Because he's got that big thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna run with him. He can move up to 5 inches.
Why don't you use a big dice? Like a big boy.
Probably should.
Because those dice are supposed to be used for
Like wounds and stuff.
wounds and stuff like that.
The Korgorath can move 6 inches. He will run up to 12.
But he ain't.
I'll move him 12 inches.
Okay.
You gotta go around that thing,
Yeah, he can't move through it.
Okay.
The Bloodstoker can move 6 inches, but he will run 11. It's only like 8.5. And last I have the Mighty Lord of Khorne. He can move 5,
Hi, Lola.
but it's really 9 instead. Of course, I'm rolling all good numbers when it doesn't even matter.
He's on an island by himself.
Yep. And
Okay.
so that was the movement phase.
Okay. Shooting phase.
That was the shooting phase. I have no ranged attacks in this entire army,
Okay.
so there's no shooting.
Charge.
Phase, I can't charge because I'm not within 12 inches of any of your guys. There's no combat phase.
Mhm.
And battle shock is to see if anyone has run away,
Yeah, it's
which is not going to happen. If
Right.
someone in the unit dies, you have to roll
yeah,
on the battle shock thing.
right.
Okay. So that is...
Your turn.
Yep, that's it.
All right, newbie.
Okay, so
Or you can use the tape measure. It's easier than the stick.
I'll tell you what's easier. I'm gonna move some of my people. Some may run and some may not run. So I guess I'll start with my prosecutors.
Okay. They fly.
Yeah. So
They can go 12.
they can move 12 inches.
But they also have a range attack too, which is kind of interesting.
So I'm going to move them.
Can you run with flying? I think.
I'm not gonna run with
She's
them.
not. She's just
But
gonna.
I think you could, though.
But I don't want to.
Oh, that's fine. I was just
I'm
asking.
gonna kill you babies early.
You can go 12. It's 12 from the front of their base. There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Atta
move
girl.
these babies.
There you go. Good job. Her first movement as a Warhammer player.
Oh, he's a little, oh, he's a little tipsy.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna move my general.
Well, you got to be careful because he dies. That's not cool.
I got this.
You got this. Okay.
He can move 4 inches. So
When?
I'm going to move him 4 inches.
Now, one thing,
Right here.
just know that his power, you kind of want to keep him safe, but you kind of want to keep him near your guys as well, because anything that's within 12 inches of him that wants to run away, he can make him not run away.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping him close to my
So-
my flyers.
Well, also you got to remember your weak guys too. They run pretty easy. So you
And
got to think of
then-
that. So.
Now I'm going.
Well, her strongest unit is still not on the battlefield at all.
Oh, I know.
Now I'm going to move my are they the liberators?
Yep. The 2 units of liberators.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they can move 5 inches. I'm going to run with the both of them. So, I gotta roll. They can move 5 inches, so I gotta roll to see how many
For
more
each
inches.
unit. For each unit. So with that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a unit of 5.
So they can go 8.
Up to 8.
Right. That's it. Good. You did good. There you go.
Okay. Ah! Keep knocking them out. I'm also gonna run with.
Next time we're going to play with unpainted models. Oh, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna run with these guys.
Okay, roll again. In the Valley of the Skulls.
I got a leaf.
This one.
That's 1.
A leaf is 1.
It's... Well, that's 6 inches.
I may need you to hold everything from me because it's gonna get to this point. Okay. And now I'm gonna move my retributors.
How much are you going to move them?
Can I move people at an angle?
Yeah,
Like
as
if
long
I
as
want
it's
to
when...
move them in
Yeah.
that way?
You can move any way you want as long as they end up within 3 inches of each other.
Okay. So my retributors can move 4 inches, but I want them to move it so they can move 10 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you don't want them to be off on an island by themselves.
Nope.
That's when they get punished. These are some of the lessons you will learn. Always the hard way. Alright, so that's everybody
Who's moved?
who's moved.
Am I within?
Well, that's where you measure.
I don't think so. It's 18 inches, right?
Right. And I'm just short by like an inch. I have to check, but it's okay. I wasn't intending to attack.
Okay, well, let's do everything first.
So I can't shoot anything because I'm not.
You
within?
skipped your hero phase.
Yeah, I looked. I didn't. There's nothing I could do right away
Okay,
until I
good,
get
good.
into combat.
Okay. Then your movement phase, your shooting phase, your charge phase. You're in 12 inches of nothing.
No.
The flying guys, whatever they're called,
Prosecutors.
can charge up to 18. They're special. Everything else is 12, but for them it's 18.
And
Okay.
they can shoot from 18.
Mm-hmm.
Combat phase, there is none. There's no battle shock phase. That's the end of the first round. You made it
I
through.
did it! I'm not dead yet, even though I'll probably die the second one.
Well, this is kind of a critical role because you may get to go again.
That was round 1. Now it's round 2. We roll to see who goes first.
Oh, shoot!
I
One.
think that's a 1. Yeah.
Ford, you get to go again. See, this is where these new rules.
Now remember, before your movement phase is your hero phase.
Yeah.
If you got any abilities you want to do. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
God.
All right. Why don't you read? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this right here and pause it, and we could talk a little bit about round 1.